NFL fans, welcome back to the Jay All Day Show. We're doing early predictions for Week 9. We got 15 games. How about my Philadelphia Eagles coming up with a big road win? E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! We got 15 games. I'm going to make my early predictions for all of them. Stick around. We're going to kick off these early predictions with the Thursday night game. Houston Texans on the road taking on the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, just pack it in, dude. Go off to Sri Lanka. Do your thing with the ayahuasca because you can't play football anymore. They are an embarrassment. They just lost to the New England Patriots. Drake May didn't even play, really. Jacoby Brissett beats Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. Dude, just go away. I would just cut Aaron Rodgers right now. Have Jordan Travis start. Let him play for the rest of the year. You're not doing your team any service by letting Aaron Rodgers continue to play football for the New York Jets. What a disgrace. Bringing over Devontae Adams really worked out well for you guys, huh? Oh my goodness. I got the Texans in this spot all day. CJ Stroud played one of his better games against a very tough Colts team. The Colts always play the Texans tough. It was a really good game, and CJ Stroud at home came back with the victory. I like that. I like the Texans in this spot as well. The Jets defense has been horrendous. Aaron Rodgers is trash. Oh, man. Texans all day long. This is another fun game. Denver Broncos versus the Baltimore Ravens, who somehow lost to the Browns and blew up a bunch of my parlays. Are you kidding me, Lamar Jackson? Yo, this Ravens defense is an absolute joke. They are so bad. Like, I don't even know what to say about this defense. It's a disgrace. I'm going with the Denver Broncos. Coming off a nice victory over the terrible Panthers. But Bo Nix's 3 touchdowns looked really good. They play really good defense, man. I expect the Baltimore Ravens not really to be able to move the ball too much, and the Denver Broncos to take over late with that run game and the tough defense. And I think they're going to be able to move the ball on this Ravens defense. It's not very good. I'm going with Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos to steal one on the road. I still can't believe they lost to the Browns. Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. Tua came back. He looked okay. The game played out the way I thought it was going to. I had Arizona winning this game, and I thought they were going to run the ball a lot with A.J., and that's exactly what happened. The Dolphins just aren't very good. The Buffalo Bills had a huge win, dominated the Seahawks. I don't know who the Seahawks are. One week they play really good. The next week they look like they never played football before. The Seahawks, OMG. I like the Buffalo Bills to win in this spot at home. No chance for Tua and the Dolphins, in my opinion. Commanders stole one on a Hail Mary with no time left. Ball gets tipped up. Bloop. Touchdown. Commanders win over the Bears. Yo, Matt Eberflus might be the worst coach of all time. Absolute disgrace. I have no words for Matt Eberflus and Shane Waldron. Those guys are dummies. I like the Commanders to beat the Giants. The Giants just aren't very good, man. I like the Commanders in this spot. They're playing with juice on offense, on defense. Dan Quinn's doing a great job with the Commanders. What a great hire for Washington. I can't believe they pulled that game out of their butts. Great job, Jaden Daniels on the tip ball in the end zone. No one covering them up. Bloop. Touchdown. Commanders win. Beat the Bears with no time left. Commanders dominate this game from whistle to whistle. The Giants just, their D-line's okay, but their secondary's trash. Jaden Daniels is going to carve them up. All right, then we move on to the Dallas Cowboys at the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are doing a great job. Kirk Cousins, 4 touchdowns this week. He's really spreading the ball out a lot. They're doing great things on offense. Bijan's getting more involved. Kyle Pitts is finally being a pillar of this offense, which they drafted him to be. Darnell Mooney and Kirk Cousins are on the same page as well. I think that domination continues. I think Kirk Cousins carves up the Cowboys at home. I like the Falcons in this spot. Then we're going to move on to the Raiders at the Bengals. The Raiders played the Chiefs pretty tough, but the Chiefs, they're just winning games by the skin of their teeth week in and week out. The Bengals had a tough loss against the Philadelphia Eagles. They really missed T. Higgins in this spot. I expect him to be back next week. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, they beat the Raiders at home for sure. How about the Patriots and the Titans next? The Titans played the Lions tough for like 15 minutes. And then the floodgates opened up. Interceptions, fumbles, Lions took over. Easy win for the Lions. But the Patriots beat the Jets. Aaron Rodgers, you suck. Patriots are not very good. Drake May had a concussion, so he's probably not going to play this week. It's going to be Jacoby Brissett again. I think the Patriots win this game. They're playing tough defense, and the Titans just turned the ball over so much. What did they have? 5 turnovers again today. They're just a disaster. Their defense is pretty good, though, so this game is going to be very, very close. From a betting perspective, I would avoid this game. I could definitely see the Titans winning this spot, but Jacoby Brissett, I don't know. I just don't think he's very good. I don't think he's going to be able to move the ball against this Titans defense too much, but I think the Patriots defense forces some turnovers, and wins this game. I'm going with the Pats. Next up, we got the Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. How about Cleveland beating the Ravens? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? The Browns beating the Ravens blew up all my parlays. OMG. Jameis Winston looked really good. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But this is a really tough spot. The Chargers play really good defense, man. I think Winston goes back to his old turnover self. I'm taking the Chargers on the road and Justin Herbert to get this game done. Saints at the Panthers, the battle of the bums. I'm going with the Saints in the spot. Bryce Young threw 2 more interceptions. The dude just sucks. Unfortunately, I don't know. Do they stick with Bryce Young? Do they go back to Andy Dalton? I guess you got to let Bryce Young play it out, I guess. But the Saints probably win this game. Derek Carr might be back this week. I'm going with the Saints on the road. Jaguars at the Eagles. The Jaguars played a really, really tough game against the Green Bay Packers. Looked pretty good doing so. They take on the Eagles in Philly. Tough place to play, right? Jalen Hurts, 3 games in a row with no turnovers, right? Turning a page, right? No pun intended. But Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown look really good. I expect Dallas Goedert to be back. Lane Johnson got a little banged up, so let's keep an eye on the injury report as we make picks later in the week. But I'm going with the Eagles in this spot. It's going to be a tough, close game. It's going to be very similar to that Bengals game where it was tied up at halftime. I think it's going to be the same situation. Tough game. Jaguars are running the ball really well. They play complementary football. Ingram's a very, very big threat at the tight end position. I like their wide receivers. I don't like Gabe Davis. I do like Brian Thomas Jr., however. Eagles got to stop that deep ball. But I'm going with the Eagles. Let's check the injury report and circle back on that in a couple days. Bears, Matt Eberflus, and Shane Waldron. Handing the ball off to an offensive lineman on 3rd and goal has got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. And then all you got to do is not let Jaden Daniels throw a 55-yard touchdown pass. They only rush like 3 or 4 guys, get no pressure. Jaden Daniels is running around like a maniac. You got to blitz on that play, dude. You got to send a little bit of pressure. Going back and just hoping the tip ball doesn't get caught is dumb. I think the coaches are holding back the Bears. I like the Arizona Cardinals in this spot. 2 big wins against the Chargers and the Miami Dolphins the past 2 weeks. Kyler Murray threw for over 300 yards. I like Kyler Murray. Trey McBride, Marvin Harrison Jr., those 2 guys both went over 100 yards last week. Woo, baby, that offense is cooking. Their defense still is cheeks, but I like the Cardinals in this spot, especially at home. The Bears are going to be deflated after that loss. I like the Cardinals. Lions at the Packers. The Jaguars almost pulled that out over the Packers. The Packers gave up a ton of yards. And turnovers won the game for them again. Xavier McKinney with another interception. But the Lions are systematic right now. I think they chew up the Packers on the road. I think Jared Goff goes for over 300 yards. I love this spot. I'm going with the Lions. Rams at the Seahawks. I'm going with the Rams. The Rams are going to win the NFC East. If Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua can stay healthy, they're not only going to beat the Seahawks, they're going to dominate. This 1-point spread, get in on that, guys, while you can. LA Rams are going to destroy the Seahawks, mark my words. Colts at the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings all day. They got to bounce back big at home against a Colts defense that's not very good. I love the Vikings in that spot. Jefferson balls out. Anthony Richardson, 10 for 32. 10 for 32! Oh my gosh, Anthony Richardson, you are cheeks, bro. You get the Cheeks of the Year award, Anthony Richardson. Vikings get the W. Buccaneers at the Chiefs. Baker Mayfield did really good with the bums this week, but he threw 2 more interceptions. The Chiefs' defense is really, really good. I wanted to pick the Buccaneers, but I just can't get there. I'm going with the Chiefs. That's my Week 8 early predictions. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you're interested in getting early access to my content, you just want to support me and the channel, or you want to get my bets every single Friday, make sure you check out my memberships. I have a 99-cent tier just to support the channel, and for $4.99 a month, you get early access to all my videos, a bunch of exclusive member content like my bets each and every Friday. Make sure you take the time, check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.